Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to actually be doing what I can kind of only call a follow-up video, I guess, to a recent video that we did. I don't know if you guys saw this video or not, but a few days ago I made a video talking about how people had started considering teabagging other people in video games to be sexual assault. Basically having a conversation about how people have gotten so soft that teabagging in a video game has actually become like a severe problem. Now obviously to most of us normal human beings who've actually gone outside before, getting teabagged when you're playing Call of Duty or really any other video game is at the very most a very minor inconvenience. It isn't something that actually genuinely upsets us or makes us lose our marbles or even really feel offended or upset or disgusted or anything really. But apparently to some people out there, it's become such a massive problem that people are getting banned and disqualified from entire tournaments because of this now. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy watching esports from time to time. You know, I'll watch a little bit of Call of Duty or Rocket League or something like that. And I just want to say that I have seen on numerous occasions people get teabagged in professional video games and nothing really ever happened. You know, it wasn't seen as like the worst thing in the world. So I'm not necessarily sure why this tournament treated it as if it was like the worst possible thing to do. But today we're going to be taking a look at a clip that happened on Twitch during an Apex Legends tournament. And this guy basically teabagged his own teammate. It wasn't even like he went up to somebody he killed or like an enemy's death box or anything like that and teabagged him. He just found his teammate who died, gave him a friendly little teabag just for, you know, the lol or whatever, not to be serious or like to actually insult him, but just because it's funny to do to your teammate. And the guy running the tournament like lost his fucking mind. Like it was kind of insane. Like the guy got genuinely upset that this happened and actually went so far as to shut down the entire tournament lobby over it and like, I don't know, pretended to be some sort of like warrior of safety or something like that. I don't know. This guy said and did possibly some of the most cringe shit you could possibly do in a situation like this. Now to me personally, you know, teabagging and stuff like that in video games, it kind of adds a little bit of fun to it. I enjoy trash talking in video games. I enjoy a little bit of toxicity. I get, you know, you can't take it too far and stuff like that, but I feel like especially in a competitive setting, people are going to talk trash, they're going to teabag, they're going to do things like that because it's part of competitive nature and that's kind of what people do in a competitive setting. But I guess, I don't know, I must be wrong or something. It's almost like I've never ran a video game tournament in my life. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the video here and kind of talk about this because I think it's ridiculous and I think you'll probably agree. So
Twitch, the Terra Day, appreciate you sticking around. Yo, okay, Dilly is, Crazy Penguins is disqualified. I'm not taking that at all. Oh, he went over to, the dead body that they just killed, and he went and teabagged on the fucking death box. Absolutely not. Will not tolerate that.
Alright, so as you're gonna see from the video, this was probably one of the biggest overreactions you could possibly have to a situation at all. So the guy who got disqualified in this situation went through and proved that he wasn't teabagging an enemy. And this guy is like adamant that this was done to an enemy, which I'm just gonna add, like even if this guy did teabag somebody he killed in game, in my personal opinion, it's still not enough to disqualify him for. It's still not enough to shut this whole system down. It's still not enough to react this way, man. You're literally talking about a video game, bro. We are talking about pixels on a screen being manipulated by inputs, you know? It really isn't that serious. It's not that deep. Like, I don't care if this was like the final two people in the final round of the tournament, he just destroys this guy, runs over, teabags his body after the win. I don't see a big deal with it, you know? I don't see a big problem. And I feel like the majority of people who play video games genuinely don't see a problem with this kind of stuff. But yet you got these internet hall monitors all of a sudden that are running around just acting like it's the biggest thing that's ever happened, like it's the worst possible outcome in a video game. Like it's just so cringe to me, bro. It's so weird.
Literally goes in fucking out of his way to jump on a death box to teabag it. Don't think so. I have a fucking pen and pattern. Yeah, so we're here to create a safe space for all gamers, everybody, and that kind of stuff will not be tolerated. Yes, we will not take that.
Well, you heard it right there, folks. He's here to create a safe space for all gamers. This is a safe space for anybody for getting teabagged. That just isn't gonna happen here, guys. Thank God this guy is setting the precedent of creating all these safe spaces from the horrible, horrible action of getting teabagged in a video game. We low-key really need these safe spaces, man. I was playing COD the other day and I got teabagged, and low-key, I almost killed myself over it. It was one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. I've lost sleep over it, you know? I'm rolling around. I had to get a new mattress topper to try to get my bed sleepable again, and all I can think about is those digitized nuts getting dragged across my dead body, man. It's been probably one of the worst experiences I've ever went through personally, so I can only imagine how all you other gamers out there feel. It's kind of cringe how the guy's acting too, because he's kind of putting on like this fucking tough guy persona, you know what I mean? It's like the same energy you get from like an overzealous Discord mod. Like, this is one of those people who probably have gotten talked down to their whole life and kind of overlooked, and they finally got a little piece of power at something, even if it's as insignificant as running a Apex Legends video game tournament, and they just don't know how to handle it, you know? Like, they're finally in control of the outcome of something, and it just eats away at their insides to the point that they just fucking go ballistic and do something stupid, you know? That's the kind of energy I'm getting right here. Where's my pen and pad at? I'm gonna write your name down, bro. No teabagging in my lobby, man. Got him. Once again, this is like when you're in Discord and the moderator bans you from the server because you didn't use the right channel.
They're trying to say that that was his own teammate. Yeah, they're saying that he teabagged his own teammate. So it doesn't matter, folks. Like, when you're in a tournament, you're in a professional tournament. You can't be doing that. And something people need to really understand.
All right, so this guy goes on to use the excuse that, oh, this is a professional tournament. This is, professional gaming. You can't do that here, bro. Our standards are too high. Well, I've got plenty of response to that. Number one, once again, I've seen very much so more professional settings. I've actually been to esports events before, and in other esports, there's never really been a problem with teabagging. People have been teabagged in Halo, Call of Duty, like pretty much any game I can think of, and it's never been really considered a problem. And also, it's kind of ironic to call this like a professional gaming setting when, like, within an hour and a half, only 14 people or so have chatted in your Twitch chat, and you're playing for like what? I can only imagine the prize for this, if it's not a free tournament, is like $50. Even if it was like $5,000, it would have been the most it's just an overreaction. That's all you can really call it. It's an overreaction. So it's just funny that this guy is calling it a professional gaming setting while he's commentating on it from his bedroom, running it in a custom match for probably less money that'll fill your car up with gas, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so like, you can't do that. Just like I'm telling you're going to tell me teabagging my own teammate is toxic. All right, so then this is where we're going to shut the lobby down at this point, because I'm not going to get into that one, because absolutely it is. Unfortunately, yes, disqualified, because yes, you cannot do that, folks. Sportsmanship, right? You cannot go and teabag your own teammates in any organized sports. So why would you come into an organized tournament and go and do something like that?
Alright, so this is where this guy just starts making ridiculous comparisons to try to defend the fact that he over-fucking reacted. So he says, oh, well, you can't go in any organized sport and teabag your teammates. Okay, well, you're not playing an organized sport, you're playing Apex Legends in a custom match lobby. I think the reaction to that situation would be a little different. I mean, if I'm in the NFL and I teabag a 6'4", 275-pound lineman, there's a good chance he rips my helmet off and beats my fucking teeth out of my face. If I try to teabag somebody during, I don't know, a boxing match, there's a good chance the guy picks me up and shakes the coins out of my pockets like I'm Sonic. But if I teabag some guy across the planet in an Apex Legends lobby in a custom match for 50 people to see, I don't really think that's the same thing, my guy. I'm just gonna say, I don't think that's the same thing. Like, this take just sounds like it comes from someone who doesn't watch sports. Like, the reason you think teabagging doesn't exist in IRL sports is completely different than the reason you think it shouldn't exist in video games, my guy.
So no, you cannot teabag your own teammates, or anybody for that matter. Do not teabag teammates in the future. Just because you can hide behind this and get to use this little thing, you're not going to do that in the real world, so don't do that.
Alright, so now apparently this guy is fucking tough or something. I don't know, like apparently this is the fucking biggest original gangster we've ever seen or something. Oh, you wouldn't use that keyboard to back it up in real life, so let's not even try that. Like, bro, you're fucking crying over someone getting teabagged in a video game, my guy. I don't think you really want to talk about who's being the biggest internet hall monitor right now. Talking about I'm creating a fucking safe space for all gamers from getting teabagged, but you want to talk about the, oh, if this was real life, you wouldn't hide behind that keyboard argument. The only power this guy has in his life is based around a keyboard, but yet he's talking shit to other people, basically trying to call them out for hiding behind a keyboard. Like, you got a $30 webcam, a HyperX headset, and a dream or whatever here, I don't know. And apparently that's too much power for you to handle. You just turned into the bad guy immediately. I don't know, man, but I don't know. This is just one of the cringiest things I can imagine happening, bro. Like, I guess I get it. Like, if you're really that pressed over someone getting teabagged, if you really want to disqualify him and run a shitty tournament, that's cool, bro. Go ahead and do that. Ruin the fun, suck the fun out of the game for everybody, but don't sit here and try and justify it and try and act like some sort of fucking tough guy or something because I'm not hiding behind a keyboard here, man. You guys can't hide behind that in real life. Like, I don't know, man. It's cringe. The whole video clip's cringe. The guy's acting like a complete puss over this whole situation, in my opinion. I don't really think it was ever that serious in the first place, but apparently it is. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @subtooptimus, make sure to check out Shoptimus down below, and until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, crying over getting teabagged in COD, and signing out.